do we got? If you guys are in here, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that. Man, everything's backwards. I don't know if everything's backwards or not, but it is what it is. Go ahead and do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and we shall get started. We're going to give it a few minutes for the crowd to start coming in here. As you can tell, the background has changed. Good morning, Miss Melody. Good to see you. The background, excuse me, the background has changed, and we're going to try and simplify this. There was people that wanted to see me doing more lives, back to the old SITREP format, but that takes a lot of work and a lot of time to get set up and things of that nature. And so we're going to start to do this and keep this very simple, and we'll see how it works out. Good morning, Debbie. Good to see you. Do me a favor, guys, if you haven't not hit that like and subscribe button, do me a favor, go ahead and do that now. That way it draws more people in here. I did give notice inside of, what's up, West Virginia Pappy? I did give notice inside of the Patreon. As usual, the Patreon comes first. If you guys are interested in becoming a Patreon and being in the inner circle, there should be a link someplace. I have no idea when these lives start, whether there's what is inside of the link, I guess. I just saw somebody else pop in there. When I see somebody else pop in, I'll say hi to you, because I don't think the screen's going to let me look at it all the time. I think there's a way to do it, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to go ahead and check out while we're waiting for a few more people to pop in. Looks like there's 6 so far. When we get up to I'm not even going to say a number. When we get a few more, we'll go from there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and turn that off. Where are we at here? That was Deanna. Good to see you. And Laszlo and Gibbsby. Good to see you guys. I'm looking for to see what my my live stream link looks like. Your videos and lives. And there's one right there. And that is not it. It's not even showing. That is not even it. It's not even showing. It's not even showing my lives. This is mind blowing. So there's no way for me to actually tell. I guess I'll come back later and put some links in, guys, because we will be discussing a few things that I think is good for everybody else. I think 9 is good enough. If I missed you, I'm gonna try and do something on this screen, but I don't know what's going to happen. Bob Peters showed up. Good to see you, go. And I think I said hi to Drew already. All right, so I don't know how long this will stay on my screen. No, oh, Jesus. That was the cats. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, so guys, I got the news for you right here. If you guys have any questions, throw it in the chat. I'll try and jump on it. But first thing that comes to note is obviously good morning. Get some coffee inside your body, and then go from there. All right, so everything the left side is talking about today, all those people in blue ties on, MSNB hate, Orange Man bad. You guys know I watch that, and all they're talking about how today their top story is Arizona grand jury indicts 18 Republicans for submitting a document to Congress claiming that President Trump won the 2020 election in the state. Now, if that doesn't catch the algorithm's attention, I don't know what will. But I'm literally just going to if you guys aren't familiar with it, it just came out yesterday, and the state attorney general for the state of Arizona has decided that what the hell? It's been 13 months. Let's just go ahead and let's throw a few indictments out there and see what happens. There are 7 unnamed co-conspirators that are not being charged. But that is the big, oh yeah, we got him again moment. Oddly enough, good morning, Robert, good to see you. Let's see here, oddly enough, I don't see enough thumbs up, guys. Arizona's House of Representatives voted to repeal the state's abortion ban. The bill now goes to the state Senate, where it's expected to pass. Here's the thing. It's a predominantly Republican House. So basically, they cannot use that whole red blue versus blue argument anymore in the state of Arizona about abortions. My position on abortion is actually pretty simple. I think it's a woman's choice, and it's none of my business. Kat, if you claw me, it's not gonna be good. She loves to play with, or he loves to play with feet. Anyway, but yeah, instead of that being like the top story, no, the top story is 18 Republicans, were seen by a grand jury. And that's all going to blow up in their face. I'll be honest with you. Most grand juries are easily tainted or tampered with, or led astray by the prosecution. So, all right, let's see here. The Secretary of State Blinken visited China on Wednesday. China did not roll out the traditional red carpet for Blinken like they normally do for foreign dignitaries. He is said to be there to convince China to stop doing business with Russia. It's pretty interesting. He's going to China, and he's doing his job today. And it's kind of funny because you never see El Presidente traveling anywhere, unless it's to give some kind of speech where, well, he's on the campaign trail now and he's not really doing much. But I mean, you really think, do these people really think, I mean, even for a microsecond, that China is going to stop doing business with Russia? Have they ever heard of BRICS? I mean, this is layman's information. This is nothing. This is Joe the plumber information. Why is my phone continuously exploding? This is Joe the plumber type information and knowledge and thought. How is it possible that these people think that they're actually going to be doing these things? Good to see you, Bradley. Good to see you, Tina. Guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please. It draws more people in, and it does help. All right, so I don't understand their logic behind it, but it is not doing us any good. Okay, so now we've talked about the bleeding stories. That was my bad. Sent message on Discord. I got you, Bradley. Those were the leading stories. But now we're going to talk about a few things that are actually a little bit more important to every American. Good morning, Hope. So you have a great day. Oh, that was Brad. I got you. The important things are almost never sensationalized. Have you guys ever noticed that? The important things are almost never brought to the surface of the news. It's always about Orange Man bad or on the other side of the coin, how dumb Joe is. It's always about that. The other things that they want us to ignore until they explode, they never come to the surface. So the first thing we're going to talk about is protests over Israel explode on college campuses. Man, the algorithm's going to have a party with me today. I'm talking about Arizona, Republicans, Democrats, abortion, Secretary of State, China, Russia, and now Israel. Man, I wonder what kind of tag they're going to put under this video. All right, so protests at New York University got heated when protesters chased new NYPD Assistant Chief James McCarthy. Oh, there it is. First one. It's been a while. Away after making an arrest. McCarthy tried to escape protesters in a building, but the door was locked. No one was hurt, but this video shows emotionally charged and upset these campus protesters have been. Students have their right to speak out about Israel, and Jewish people have the right to feel threatened by that. It's a boiling situation. This is all very, very true. But are universities more worried about their wealthy Jewish donors than their students' voices? I think that is absolutely ridiculous. It's probably true, but it's still ridiculous. It shouldn't be the point, which we're going to get to after I read this. One Jewish alumni of Columbia said this to the Financial Times: to have our students protest in favor of Hamas and the Houthis and Iran. Man, I'm just covering the gamuts today, ain't I? It's not a good look for the university. Many of them are not protesting in favor of Hamas. They are protesting against Israel's military campaign against civilians in retaliation for October 7th. Then again, some of them don't know exactly what they're protesting, and that is their right too. It's your right to not know what you're protesting. College campuses did this to themselves by not standing for free speech in the last 2 decades, allowing students to antagonize speakers, creating small free speech zones and shouting down causes that they didn't like. Now they don't even know how to do it when some of them clearly want to. So, guys, if you don't know this is really bothering me. I need to adjust this. Turn that just a hair. There we go. If you guys don't know what this is all really about, this is all wash, rinse, repeat, summer of love. You guys remember that? The BLM protests. They're blocking streets. We're starting to talk about that again. It's all a big distraction. If you have children that are in college and they want to be involved in this stuff, I think you probably need to ask them a few questions like, do you understand what you are really doing? Do you understand that you're jumping up and down and yelling and screaming about something that you either don't understand or have been misled, because that's not the way I raised you. And even if you or your whole entire family is fire truck red, and this one kid that you sent to college turns out to be as blue as the ocean, that person can still be, I guess for lack of better words, educated, can be shown the way to make their own decision. Now, will they change their decision? There's no way to tell. There's no way to tell. And I'm not going to say it's good or bad that they would change their decision. But I would say is that people, as they get older, tend to lean red. The ideology people, the ideologists of the youth, the ideology of the youth is to be emotionally driven to everything until they find out it's time to pay the tax man. Now, although I'm not a fan of taxes, and no, I do not believe tax is theft. I do believe that we are overtaxed. I believe we're overtaxed because the government is ginormous and they have to fund themselves. And the 200, oh Jesus, we have millions of government employees now. So those things have to happen, and until we change the way we do business, they will continue to happen. Anyway, I diverge. This is nothing more than the summer of love. This is the BLM protests all over again. They've already traced the money. They know this is coming from all of the ultra-left wacko groups. Then they're receiving their money from the Soros people. Things. Yeah, there's another one. This thing is going nowhere. This video is going nowhere, guys. It's going to get flagged so hard. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to share this video with your friends. There's no way that I have almost 5,000 followers and there's 14 people in the live. This video will probably get 150, 200 views tops. Okay, once it's like not live anymore. Okay, because those numbers are different. There's just no way that happens unless your speech is being augmented, your speech is being squelched, your speech is being shunted, we all know what's happening. So we have to beat it, and we have to beat it by sharing these kind of videos with our friends. If you believe that I'm spitting truth, then pass it along. If you don't, then don't. It's just that easy. But that's really all that's happening. This is all the BLM riots all over again. This is going to get worse. We got people that think it's okay to chase police officers around. Thank God nothing happened. Thank God he wasn't in fear of his life, because it would have not gone well for that idiot who thinks that they're not even going to be arrested because they're in New York City. So it's always fun when that kind of thing happens. Let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and check the chat real quick. I don't think I'm going to do a very good job of it, but I'm going to check it anyway. What's this button? That's not a YouTube button. I'm going to tap the screen. I'm going to push that. And where are we at here? That's my Bradley says serious things are heavily divided because they don't want to get along to fix real problems. Absolutely true. Plus hate sells almost as much as sex does. He's absolutely true. Gibbsby says just want to go out in the streets and yell stuff at a group of people syndrome. Yes, absolutely. We need to come up with an acronym for that stupidity. I hate to say it, but I blame the parents. This always comes back to the parents. Everything that our kids do in life is normally a failure on our parents unless there's a psychological disorder. Hicktown Honey, good morning. And I've had my share. I've got 6 kids. I've got one that was a Marine who turned out to be a turd. Figure that one out. Got one in the Air Force that he did okay. And then I got another one in the Air Force that it did great, just decided to get out. Let's see here. I've got 2 daughters that are stay-at-home wives that are completely happy. And I've got 1 son that I call my felon, and because I kind of got to him too late. These are some of these are stepchildren. But anyway, so we play the hand that we're dealt. And if we don't like the cards, well, welcome to the world. Robert says, agreed, even at the college level, the lack of education and knowledge that peer pressure leads the way. Yeah, exactly. And if you didn't raise your children to be mentally and morally strong, then they're going to fall into this. They're going to be like, well, hey, you're a cool chick, but no, I'm not going to dance up and down and start screaming stuff that I don't understand. That's not what's going to happen. And you're not going to, it may be the situation is reversed. Yeah, you're a cool dude, but you know what? Just because you're cute doesn't mean that I'm going to jump up and down and act stupid. So raise your kids correctly. Well, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. We are actually 16 minutes into this. This is actually working. So that's right. You like my coffee bar? You like my coffee bar? Love me some coffee. Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome to the refrigerator that's from 1975 that will never break. Okay, let's see here. Unsealed court docs reveal Biden DOJ colluded with National Archives to target Trump. Jack Smith tried to conceal this. If you guys didn't know this, Jack Smith is the independent counsel, the DOJ's independent counsel assigned to trying to prosecute, investigate. Put away. Stop from being president. Let's see. Newly unsealed documents in Donald Trump's classified document case reveal that Biden White House colluded with National Archives and the FBI to concoct. Somebody definitely spelled that wrong. Concoct a case against the former president. What's more, Special Counsel Jack Smith sought to conceal this, telling Judge Ellen Cannon in February that Trump's counsel isn't entitled to discovery on documents between the White House and NARA, that the court should toss requirements for evidence of the alleged coordination, and that the court should deny Trump's request for evidence related to secure facilities at his residence. Further, Trump's request for unredacted discovery of a material should be denied. That's interesting. Why would the prosecution not want to share information during the discovery phase of a trial? Yeah, because it doesn't benefit him. And it probably hurts his case. In the September 1st, 2021 email revealed NARA's general counsel, Gary Stern, had been in touch with both DOJ and the Biden White House about this issue. A subtitled email on September 30th, 2021 reveals that the White House counsel's office is now ready to set up a call to discuss the Trump boxes. The email came after Mr. Stern emailed Deputy White House counsel Jonathan Su 2 days earlier to check back to see when and how you want to proceed. Read the meeting with redacted, and NARA to discuss the Trump boxes. Guys, yeah, this is, I remember when Orange Man Bad was in office, and they were all like, this is a banana republic. This is not how we do this. This is not democracy. We're like Argentina now. We don't have a real government. We will not stand by and let you destroy our democracy. You remember those words? And here we are finding that the same words that they've spewed for 4 years are the same exact things that they're doing right now. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. El Presidente is dirty. He's not just senile, he's dirty. He's culpable. And the thing is Joe the plumber knows it already. There's no, it's like they're selling this to themselves. It's like an advertiser who makes a commercial that they really fall in love with, but people are like, this commercial really sucks. No, it's great, man. Here's the money, it's great. Yeah, you all love it. And praying that if they say it enough that you'll believe it. You know, I think that the world's eyes are wide open. Not only does not only do the people, but the governments of our nations, to some of our allies, think that our country is a joke now. Why would they feel that way? Why would they think that the country that leads the free world, the last bastions of freedom on this planet, is a joke? Why would they think that? Gee, one would wonder. One would wonder. But I got something here that's even better. Let me go ahead and check the chat real quick. I saw a couple things popping in there. No, go away. The button's in a bad place. All right. Bradley says, education and knowledge are two different things, and they all got dropped by government. It was kid believing it was the same, and then thus the result. Absolutely. And good morning, Catitude. You know what? I think I was trying to find this live on my own damn page, and it was not populating for some reason. Let's see here. Contents. That way I can read the chat down here instead of trying to use the good morning preppers. Why is it not showing? It's like this doesn't make any sense, guys. This doesn't make any sense because you were able to find my live. You were notified. But for some reason, Local Prepper, for some reason, I can't look at my own damn live. Oh, there it is. They hit it on me, those sons of bitches. We're gonna pause that there. Now I can actually, the live wasn't in Discord earlier. Yes, absolutely. I didn't have time because it's in two different places. And the way I'm doing this now, guys, is it's like letting you guys know that it's going to happen is great, but I cannot, it's become too difficult to do things the way I used to. That's just the way it is. Let's see here. Kat says, I wasn't notified. Bradley says, notification just stumbled across message. I got you. Well, that's par for the course. That's par for the course. And as soon as I can figure out a way to do lives using my phone on Rumble, then I'm going to start doing that. But that technology doesn't seem to exist yet. So we're just going to, I'm going to set the phone right there so I can see the chats as they do that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little heart there, Bradley. There you go, little heart. Little heart for you, bro. Oh, Bradley, give you a little heart. Okay, so why is that all? I don't understand why that's happened. There we go. Okay, so we might be up to speed. So speaking of all the things that we're speaking of, you guys are going to love this one. I found this one this morning. Ron Paul destroys Mike Johnson for betraying America. We all know who Ron Paul is. But if you guys don't know who Mike Johnson is, he is your elected Speaker of the House. And things have been getting a little fishy. You know, I thought maybe they were just, you know what? Let's see what Dr. Paul has to say. Former U.S. Congressman Ron Paul has gone completely ham on Speaker Mike Johnson. First, writing in a recent op-ed that Johnson has, quote, betrayed liberty and the Constitution. After reauthorizing FISA surveillance, but casting the deciding vote that tanked an amendment to require a warrant. That has been in the news no place. Absolutely no place. Section 702, sorry guys, my throat's a little bit dry here, as you can tell. I think that's a little bit better. Section 702 authorizes warrantless surveillance of foreign citizens. When the FISA Act was passed, surveillance state boosters promised that 702 warrantless surveillance would never be used against American citizens. However, intelligence agencies have used a loophole in 702, allowing them to subject to warrantless surveillance any American who communicated with a non-U.S. citizen who was a 702 target. Despite the fear-mongering by Mike Pompeo and others, as well as the opposition of both President Biden and Speaker Johnson, the amendment failed to pass by one vote. The amendment would have passed by Speaker Speaker Johnson. Hold on. The amendment would have passed had Speaker Johnson not cast a rare floor vote against the amendment. Wow. Wow. Paul went further this week, calling Johnson out for being a complete sellout and acting, once again, against the interest of Americans. Quote, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is reported to have bragged on his colleagues about how easy Johnson gave Democrats everything they wanted and asked for nothing in return, end quote. Paul noted, adding that Johnson reached across the aisle, stiffed the Republican majority that elected him, and pushed through a massive gift to the corporate welfare state, okay, in passing a massive aid package for Ukraine and Israel. And I've got another story here, guys, but I can't read it because it has to do with that thing that we cannot speak about, which is why I'm trying to get a Rumble Live going in a very simple form. It does not look like Mr. Johnson is on our side, guys. It does not look like he's presenting himself as the guy who is just trying to do his job for the betterment of the country and to work between the lines, between sides, to bring us together, to make it bipartisan. That's what he's trying to project. But then I find out this, where he actually voted against an amendment. An amendment that would stop warrantless searches. Beecher says, bought and paid for. Good to see you, Beecher. Good morning. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Also, yesterday, he was giving a speech at Columbia University, and he was booed the whole time. But that was just because of the Palestinian lefty, crazy nutbag kids who don't know what the hell they're talking about. But he said that and I'm gonna paraphrase here, but he said that when he got done with the speech, he was going to call the president because he felt that the National Guard need to be involved in getting control of these protests. You know, what a lot of people don't know is that I actually teach leadership, and the if mom says to their child that wait till your father gets home, or I'm going to call your father. If the kid fears the father, there may be some weight, and the child may start to act better, but the child will have learned that the mother doesn't really have any power to control them. And that it's even worse because they know it. I'm going to call the president when I get back because things are out of control here. I think we're going to get the National Guard involved. The man should have never said that. Absolutely, because he has zero control. He just showed that even though he's a sitting congressman, that even though he's the Speaker of the House, he's the one who decides what the people's people get to bring to the floor. Massive amount of control. Number three to the presidency. And he's got to call the president. He's holding that like some kind of baton of power, that he has the president's phone number. Yeah. That's our Speaker of the House. He's not looking too hot, guys. He's not looking too hot. I think if you could get some of the more centrist Republicans to, I think if you could get the ultra-right Republicans to calm the hell down and just start talking like human beings to the centrists, you could probably get a lot of things accomplished, but we all know how that works. Let's see here. Andy says bipartisan is still showing it up. I wish I could see that, but my damn this stupid. There we go. It's right in the spot where the heart on my phone is, man. Let me turn my phone. There we go. Bipartisan is still shoving it up our arse. Yeah, that whole bipartisan thing, it's just not. It's not working. They've done everything in their power to create separation between the parties as well as the classes. It's not working too well in the classes. I think they'd love to get rid of the middle class, but it's not working out too well. They're still trying to squeeze us, but it's not working too well. Because what's happening is the lower class or lower income class is realizing that they want more and they need more and they're never going to get it under this type of leadership. So, yeah. Let's see. We've hit the half an hour mark, guys. You guys have been pretty quiet. I realize you're probably listening in your cars or at work. You got your earbuds in while you're vacuuming the house, things like that. I appreciate you. I see that there's a reasonable amount of thumbs up in here, so I know that you guys did what I asked you to. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about two more things. Okay. If you have not, and I've put this in a few videos, the deal is still going right now. Okay. If you have not pulled the trigger on getting yourself a field protective or gas mask from Parcel Safety, guys, the deal is unbelievable. I'll go back and check the links on this after the video's over to make sure that they're there. It's a $139 gas mask. They're selling for $99 with filter, ready to go, and that's unheard of. And then if you use my code, that takes you down to like $73, $74. Guys, that's over 50% savings on a high-end item. So give that a quick think, parcelsafety.com. Also, prepstock.net. Guys, you've heard me talk about this. As I understand it, there's only four. Man, I really wish I could do that. That's really a pain in the butt. There's only 4 campsites left at the area that the closest campsite that is at St. James, where we're doing the event. There's only 4. Okay, we told you guys this was going to happen. So if you've been once again waiting to pull the trigger on this, now is the time, or you're going to have to park, or you're going to have to camp further away, or you're going to have to go to a hotel, or you're going to have to just drive in and do a day and then drive home. That kind of thing. West Virginia Pappy, got you. Love you, bro. I know West Virginia Pappy had his ticket on for his campsite the day it opened. The day it opened, I think it was like April 10th or 11th, something like that. And we haven't talked to the state, but we know that they're like, what in the hell is going on? So, yeah, it'd probably be a good idea to get your prep stock tickets. Also, quick announcement. We were able to get Dr. Amanda Cartwright. She is a real doctor, and she does treating illness with herbal medicine. She's going to be there. She's going to speak to you for 45 minutes if you show up. And she's also going to give you the opportunity to buy some of her books. Obviously that's how they pay. That's their gas money, But we were able to secure her, and that is freaking awesome. So she's going to be there. And also, last thing on the prep stock. We have done something that Prepper Camp has never done. We've actually finalized the schedule. So unless something bigger or better comes rolling in that we have to make this major adjustment, the schedule and the instructors, or should I say lecturers, are locked in. It's on the website. I recommend that you guys do check it out, prepstock.net. It's the real deal, guys. I'm only missing, I need Minnie Haven to send me a picture and or I'll make a logo for her or something, and her bio, because she's the only one who's missing from the actual lecturer list, showing you everybody who's coming to talk to you guys. But she's locked in. She's good to go. I'm not worried about her. I'm not worried about anyone. They're all locks. They're all perfect. So let me check the chat one more time before we go. Let's see here. West Virginia Pappy, 78 for the weekend. Free Friday evening to Monday afternoon. Gotcha. Yeah, that's pretty good. For camping, that's a pretty good cost for like 3 days. So you guys might want to get in on it. Once again, prepperstock.net. Stop screwing around. Get your tickets. Get your campsite reserved. There's only a few left. All right, let's see. I think that's going to be about it. And when we were talking before about the inner circle, Patreon, guys, I'll make sure there's a link there for you. There is join for free. There's actually a 7-day trial, and then you can just flat out buy $3 a month, or you could do what I recommend, I think it's like $30 for the entire year, and you get full access to the Patreon. And we're going to be adding more things to the Patreon. I've been kind of getting beaten up lately. With life, so the Patreon is as robust as it can be right now, but I'm looking at different ways to making it stronger. All right, guys, 36 minutes in. I think that's going to be about it. Stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. And I'm just going to leave this running for a minute so you guys can say goodbye and get it in the chat and all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.